We're continuing to talk cricket here on the SportsMax zone. Come Wednesday, the West Indies women will be aiming to end their poor run of form when they take on India in their second match of the ICC Women's T20 World Cup being held in South Africa. On Saturday, the Caribbean side opened their Group B campaign with a 7-wicket defeat to England at Boland Park in Pearl. Batting first, the Windies women posted what seemed a competitive 135 for 7 from their allotted 20 overs. Captain Hayley Matthews top scored with 42 from 32 balls, while Shemaine Campbell contributed 34 from 37. Stephanie Taylor, in her first T20 international since July 2021, struggled for just 3 runs from 15 deliveries. England, in reply, raced the victory in 14.3 overs. Natalie Silverbront struck an unbeaten 40. Chanel Henry was the pick of the Windies bowlers, returning figures of 2 for 30. So, Lance Ricardo, your assessment of the West Indies women's performance on Saturday. Lance?
Okay, well, at the risk of sounding too pessimistic, I have to say that it was not a surprising result that they lost. England is a pretty solid team, and the form of this West Indies team for several months now does not inspire confidence. I know they can do a lot better than they are doing at the moment, but the fact is that we haven't been seeing that for a prolonged period. And although Stephanie Taylor returned on the weekend for international cricket, this was her first competitive cricket match since September of last year. So I'm not sure how much we should have expected from her with regard to her ability to time the ball well and score runs freely. So as disappointing as it sounds, I can't say that I'm surprised about the loss. I'm wondering what will it take for this team to get back to its best kind of performance, because we haven't seen that for over a year now.
Ricardo?
Yeah, Lance, Mariah, we've been looking at the numbers, and Lance, is very simple. Yeah. What it will take is that we need quality batters, and that is not going to happen in the short term.
Yes.
You look at the match. So I was quite happy to see that the coaching staff was positive in having Hayley Matthews and Stephanie Taylor open the innings.
Yeah.
So when I saw that, I thought to myself, I like the thinking. This means that they're willing to play the cricket the right way. Well, at least I consider it to be the right way. The start was good. 47 in the power play. Got to 69 with just 1 wicket down. That was the wicket of Stephanie Taylor. But here's the problem. Once Hayley Matthews gets out, you don't have the quality in the middle to lower order to take you to a substantial total.
Yeah, but yeah. I thought the 145 was
135.
135
well, it was respectable.
Against England was not a bad total, given what we've seen for several months.
Yeah, I have to say that too. When I saw the figure they put up, I'm like, you know what? This is respectable. Yeah. We didn't go there and embarrass ourselves, and that is what I was afraid of.
Yeah, you are right. It was a respectable total. The highest score made against England at a World Cup, the highest score made against England in T20 cricket since, I think, 2013. So, yes, there was some respectability about it.
Yes.
But when I watched that innings as well, I thought to myself, I didn't think that England were very good in the field. They bowled 18 wides, or they gave away 18 extras, for example.
Yeah.
I thought quite often they bowled too wide. So I thought we were allowed to get away with a lot when we batted. I thought it would have been closer having made 135. But once again, the quality of the England side, when you have batting depth, and that's what the English were able to do, because they know that they have the depth all the way down to 8, 9, 10. If they need it, they're allowed to play with a lot more freedom at the top. And that's what they did. The men are calling it Bazball. The women are calling it John Ball. But they're taking the attack to teams. I think they scored 58 in the power play, which is their highest ever power play score, at least at a World Cup. So I just don't think we're going to win many games with that batting lineup. I just think it's as simple as that.
But I have a question. You say batting lineup. Does Stephanie Taylor play for you against India?
Yes, she has to.
Stephanie Taylor plays for me every single day of the week once she can walk.
Yeah.
Even if she doesn't put up score?
Stephanie Taylor, at whatever percentage she is right now, gives me more hope than the alternative.
Yeah, and we have to think that she is likely, having got the knock on Saturday, to time the ball better going into the second game. I understand what Ricardo is saying about the deficiencies of this West Indies team, because when I look at the way the Aussies got rid of New Zealand on Saturday, their all-round cricket, batting, bowling, fielding, they just seem so much, well, several classes ahead of everyone else, the Aussies, and it will be shocking to me if they don't win the title again.
So against India on Wednesday, what do we do differently? How do we win?
Well, what do we do differently? Hayley Matthews needs to bat longer.
So she must bat alone.
Well, not alone, but she batted 10 overs last time. Ideally, for West Indies to consistently have a chance in this tournament, you need Hayley Matthews or Stefani Taylor batting somewhere between 14 and 17 overs per match.
If they both can do that, that would be amazing.
That would be amazing. But again, I don't expect us to beat India. And I hate to say this, but I'm not sure we're going to win any match at this Women's T20 World Cup. I've looked at the other teams. I've seen Pakistan, I've seen Ireland, and I think it will be tough against every single one of them. I hope we're able to pull off a few victories, but if we didn't, I would not be surprised.
Well, if Hayley scores well, Mariah, and Stefani gets some runs, Shemaine had an almost runnable 34 on Saturday. It wasn't a bad innings, and she gets some runs as well. Maybe there is some hope against the Indians.
Yeah, and the thing is, our bowlers can get the job done. So I'm not, my problem is with the batting. But we're out of time, team. I hope you're wrong about us.
I hope I'm wrong too.
Yeah, me too. All right, let's take a break, and I'll be right back with you, which is Zone Update 2. Stay with SportsMax on YouTube and follow us on all social pages for updates, news, and entertainment.